So every so often at We Gamers and the Bunker Club, people will throw games into our hands and say, hey, you should totally do a video about this one. And generally speaking, we kind of go, nah. Or sometimes we say like, yeah, or maybe. But quite often it is something like this where we go, dude, what the hell is it? Seriously? Because obviously it's a big, mad, crazy world out there, and we don't have time to look at every single game, mainly because we generally only take the time to look at things that actually catch our eye and that we like and stuff. So anyway, this is handed, and as a result, I done what any sane, sensible person would do. I went online to see what on earth I'd been handed. And I gotta say, it seemed kind of like, yeah, cute and interesting and stuff. To a point. I'm going to throw Munchkin into the mix straight away and say it kind of reminded me of Munchkin. But it is and it isn't. And it's probably less so than more so. But if we both need a point of reference to try and sort of grasp where this game kind of pitches itself, in my head that seems to be the kind of place that it pitches itself. I knew nothing of the game beforehand. I knew nothing of the computer game or anything like that there. Fans of the computer game, I am told, will appreciate this, but not necessarily find the same kind of game inside as they do online. Mainly because this is obviously a game for multiple players. Now if we flick this over, you can see Studio 71. The game itself was designed by Edmund McMillan. It was fairly successful on Kickstarter. And it's kind of clear to see why when you see the artwork and the concept of the game. The general idea is you all have characters, you all get some starting stuff and some starting money, and the winner is the person to collect 4 souls. But kind of Munchkin-esque style, you will go along bashing monsters and stuff to earn points so that you can spend those points to buy gear, so that you can fight boss monsters and hopefully eventually start capturing souls when you are powerful enough. But each of the characters also has special abilities, and you're working together, but you're kind of not working together too, because those special abilities can help hinder or help or hurt the other players. So whilst cooperative play at the start of the game is very important for everyone to kind of get along and start gathering stuff and doing cool stuff, as we get towards end game and somebody starts to look like they're going to win, those same powers might start to be used to thwart things and throw curses into the mix and giga bosses and stuff like that there to really mess with people. So it is collaborative, it's kind of fun, but it's got that traitor kind of aspect to it, that betrayal thing going on all the time, and you'll have to get over it because, you know, if you've been betrayed now, they might need help immediately next, and if you don't help them, it's going to hinder you as well, and, you know, swings and roundabouts. So quite fast, quite kind of frantic, kind of fun in that regard. Presentation-wise, it's a really nice box. First edition box. It says so. Look, first edition box. And it's kind of cutesy. When we open it up inside, inside we are greeted with, first of all, an instruction manual. And it's obviously kind of condensed, but you can sort of see, even without being able to read it, it's not a huge pile of rules here. Okay, this is one of those. Find out what the cards do, and then you're going to be looking for combos and things like that, and that's only going to come about through kind of gameplay. Basic layout, there's not an awful lot of text here. There's a bit more on this side as it starts to get into a bit of the nitty-gritty details about combat, about death, about interactions, bonus souls, but then there's the credits. Look, all the nice people who helped make this all possible. So, rules-wise for a card game, that's pretty condensed, pretty straightforward on first glance, okay? Inside the box, and it's a very wide box. It's an unusually wide box, because normally they fit in the frame of the camera. We kind of do that. There, we get most of it. If I go that way, there we go. We can get it all in. Dead space for, I don't know, expansions and stuff. There was a whole pile of things. I mean, the Kickstarter was a bit insane. There was loads of stuff when I went to look. There was loads of extra kind of guff that you could get, and things obviously related to sort of the computer game side of things. But, you know, the game is in here. We have a little leather satchel with counters in it. Let's move this out of the road for a moment. Tip this out for you to see. Look. And there's our coins, okay? And they've obviously got the pentagram on them because how could you not? It's a game of capturing souls. They're not metal coins. I don't even know. Maybe there was an option, but they're kind of fun. Metal coins would be really fun, but it would make it really heavy too. Now I want to have this in a game of D&D. See, there's a reason to buy it. Why did you buy that game? Because it got a big leather pouch of coins. It's not real leather, by the way. It's like fleecy stuff, so don't be panicking there if you think, oh no, they're cutting up animals to make bags for games. Though it would make sense if it looked like stitched skin or something like that there. There's some cool loot down it. Oh, that comes out. Oh, look at that. It's like a dice shaker box because it's got dice in it. I don't know if it's supposed to be a dice shaker box, but it is now in my head. Put that back in there. There's a cute little pin. Oh, look, he's crying. Probably because he's going to die. And there's some special card or cards. The Soul of Greed. The first player to have 25 cents or more gains this soul. It's like a bonus soul. Is that the only card in here? That's really hard to open. So long for me to opened anything, we've forgotten how it works. The Soul of Gluttony, the first player to have 10 or more loot cards in the hand gains this soul. And the Soul of Guppy, the first player to control 2 or more Guppy items gains this soul. Yeah, I believe there's cards in here which are portions of a cat. So presumably by owning the most parts of the cat, you will get its soul. Not one for the cat lovers, but hey, all those exploding kittens had to go somewhere. See what I've done there? Referenced another game. Not going to compare the two games. Let's not do that because I don't want to talk about exploding kittens. We've got what's this? We've got a postcard. Oh, it's actually a postcard. When does anyone ever send the postcards that they get from games? Does anyone even send postcards anymore? Send us a postcard. Go on, please. Send us a postcard from wherever you are in the world. That'd be kind of cool. The barbecuing of Isaac. Oh no, look, it's getting barbecued by like weird demony things and a poo monster with like bullies or something. I don't know. That's all, but there's definitely poo going on here. Very strange. So let's have a look at some of these cards. A two-play was sort of bounced at us as an idea, and to be honest, from what I've seen online, there's quite a few two-play videos, and I don't really like. I think it's bad enough kind of doing an unboxing if somebody's already done an unboxing on it, but we kind of do it because it amuses us. It makes us happy inside in our warm place. Move that little light so it doesn't just glare on you quite so badly there. Let's take a little look at some of these cards because this is kind of the side of it that tickled my fancy was when I started to see some of the artwork that was cropping up, and it kind of reminds me there was a miniatures game. I think it was called Relics, and it was like little stitched people, like puppets and stuff like that there, and it was kind of cute. And that when I seen some of the artwork for this, that kind of rang a bell in my head. Like, well, that was kind of cute. We like looking at cute stuff. So yeah, it's these weird little puppet things. I dare say if you are into it, you probably know what a lot of this stuff is. Though, from what I have been able to find, they did go out of the way to make a whole pile of stuff for this that fitted the whole idea, but wasn't actually part of the computery game part of it. Because this was designed, the dude actually kind of wrote basically he was housebound with like a bad flu. He'd already been approached by Studio 71 and said, hey, why didn't you make a card game of this? And he was like, no, I'm far too busy. My life is like really busy right now. And then he got sick and was at home and he thought, well, I suppose I could do it now because I'm like here. So over several months of writing on bits of paper and playtesting with his family and a couple of close friends, bingo bosh, they came up with it, and by all accounts it works and people enjoy it. So yeah, that it's just kind of fun looking stuff, and I think it fits the bill from what I've read of being one of those little fun filler games. It's not going to be your big game of the night. You're not going to sit all night and play round after round or round of it. But it's one of those ones, again, that in our book, if there was 3 or 4 years there and you're waiting a couple more coming, you've got a couple of big games planned or whatever, this is a game to break out and kind of warm the night up. Or indeed, if you've ended up finishing early and you're looking for a little light-hearted fun, but something with a bit more bite than normal, this would be a good one to stick on and have a crack at. So yeah, holy mum's eye. But yeah, I know several guys who now, having seen this, I'd be like, yeah, this is right up your street. The whole aspect of the betrayal and the turncoat side of things, but also particularly artwork. I don't know about you folks, but sometimes the theme of a game, the graphics, the art, pitches and closes the deal for me. Yes, I've played good games that haven't had great artwork. I've played bad games that had great artwork. But when it all kind of falls into place and it presses the right buttons for you, that's a bonus. So yeah. So as I say, character cards, I'm trying to work our way down here through because there are several types of cards. There's item cards, and there's monster cards, and there's curses, and there's character cards. I think that's one of the character cards. So yeah, a whole host of different little decks. They're a lovely finish on the cards as well. It's that kind of woven fabric feel to them. You can feel them kind of gritting against each other as they go past. There's just a little, you can feel as if something's rolling between them, and it's just those little lines of fabric. It's really satisfying. It's bizarre. It's never been a pitch for me before. Why do you like that game? I like how the cards feel. Actually, that has been a pitch for me in a game before. There was something else I played where it was like some sort of token counters. I think it's Rising Sun or something like that there. And I think I really liked how the tokens felt in it. And it was like, oh, I want this game just because how the tokens feel. Let's see if we can skip down here and find, because that's all like loot stuff and sense cards. That's all makes sense. I'm not even put these back in order. He will kill me when he gets this back. Probably not even know. So what are these ones here? Mr. Boom. Razor Blade. Deal 1 damage to any player. That'll be a remote detonator. All mad, kind of crazy items. The Dead Cat. Guppy's head. I was right. Parts of a cat. Guppy's paw. Guppy's collar. Can't believe it's not Butterbean. The Bible. Gosh. Ouija board. Plan C. The Relic. I can't wait until we can actually sit and play with other people, because this is one that definitely I want to get onto the table and have a crack at and see just, is it as much fun as it feels it is. So yeah, here's the character cards. There's quite a lot of them actually. Nope, there's another weird thing card. The wooden nickel. Right, so these are character cards. Let's take a look at some of these, because these are the people you can play. So what have we got? We've got the Lost. Not much health, not much combat. Play an additional loot card this turn. This can be done at any player's turn in response to any action. Starting item is a Holy Mantle. Okay. Maggie, better health. Play an additional loot card this turn. Starting item, Yum Heart. Judas. Play an additional look card. So they all seem to play the additional look card, but that's obviously for tapping them, so then you mustn't be able to do all their stuff if they're like, not tapped. You're not allowed to say tap, that belongs to somebody else. Turn this card over, or flip it around, or whatever. Lilith, starting item Incubus. So obviously their starting items will do stuff for them as well. Samson, Bloodlust. Eve, starts with the Curse. Isaac, there he is. Hello. I'm intrigued to find out why Isaac is always crying. I'm going to have to investigate this further, or one of you folks that knows better can maybe say in the comments, tell us why Isaac's always crying. He gets the D6. A Blue Baby. Starting item Forever Alone. Lazarus. Starting against Lazarus Rags. The Forgotten. The Bone. Kian, starting with sleight of hand. Eden, when you start the game, look at the top 3 cards of the treasure deck, choose one, it becomes your starting item and gains eternal. Ooh, that's kind of funky. The Keeper, start with the wooden nickel. Oh, there is the wooden nickel. So what? Choose a player, then roll. That player gains sense equal to the dice roll. That could be nice for people. Aziel, starting item Lord of the Pit. Apollyon, starting item The Void. And there we go, we're through to the Lost. Okay, so they're kind of quirky. They've all got the same skill, and then they all get all their stuff. So there's a couple of the other items. There's the D6. Force a player to re-roll any dice roll. Well, that could be helpful or annoying. You can see that. Sleight of hand. This item can't be stolen or destroyed. Look at the top 3 cards of a deck. Put them back in any order. Could be annoying. The Yum Heart. Prevent 1 damage dealt to any player or monster. Add or subtract 1 from a dice roll. Bloodlust. Add +1 to combat. Okay. The Curse. Put the token in the discard on the top of its deck. Right, so you could really see already how some of these cards could be really helpful, considering these are starting items, or a real pain in the butt. Oh, there's that Forever Alone one. Steal a cent from a player. Look, that could be a game winner right there. That could be a game winning tactic. Each time you take damage, recharge this. The Lazarus Rags, each time you die after playing penalties, gain 1 treasure. The Bone. Remove to counters, deal damage to player monster. Remove 3 counters, this loses all abilities, becomes a soul. So even when you've used it all up, it becomes one of your win objectives to become one of the 4 souls. Nice. Lord of the Pit. Cancel any attack 9 monsters that the player does. The Void. Discard your hand, then loot equal to the number of cards discarded. Discard an active monster that isn't being attacked or a shop item. Cool. Okay. So yeah, listen. That's it in a box. It seems quite pretty. It reads as being fun. I can't put cards back in a box, especially when the box has. Oh, there's something else in here. Oh, let's see what the something else is. This box is filled with loot. That's kind of cute. So it definitely sort of has tweaked our interest from it was handed to us. I don't know. Looks silly. Oh no, it doesn't look silly. It looks cool. So what was the interesting stuff? What's the little set of stickers? Oh, that's kind of cute and mildly disturbing. And the little church window sticker that you really couldn't stick on a church window, because that's equally disturbing. There's a lot of disturbing going on here. That's enough to appeal to some people. So there we go. That is the Binding of Isaac. 4 souls. The 4 souls obviously coming from that's how you win the game. So yeah, I have seen this one kicking about in a few shops, and I have to admit, I'll hold my hand up. I just walked past it. I didn't sort of get excited and go, oh, I must know more about this, or I must buy this, or whatever. I did literally just walk on by. I will not do that again. I will not be so quick to cast it aside. I don't know what it was. Whether it was the whole computer game thing, that it sort of, just because it didn't twig with me, I kind of, that must be why I just went, Binding of Isaac, okay, don't know it. And I wish now I had done, because I've seen it at a good price a few times, so I will have to watch out. But there we go, the4souls.com, the official Binding of Isaac multiplayer card game about sacrifice, betrayal, and hoarding, inspired by the hit video game Binding of Isaac. So you can check both of those out if they're both new to you, or check this out if you already know about the game and went, there's a card game based on it. There you go. Hope you found that of some interest. If you did, that's lovely. Maybe give us a little like down below, or a subscribe, or head over to We Gamers on Facebook page and give us a like. It's like hugging us without having to touch us. Touching's optional, but at the minute, it's just not allowed. So let's not do that. Bye bye for now.